Naira to dollar is about 960 now. Sorry, 950 the last time I checked. Soonest it will be 1,500. That's what we got. That soonest dollars naira will be 1,500. So when we are talking, I mean we are going to be trillionaires in dollars. You're asking how? As we proceed, you will know. You will see how. Moreover, gone are those days whereby companies will only stick to the KYC policy. What does KYC stand for? Know your customers. Knowing your customer is not enough. And any company that still stick on the KYC policy, I bet you they will fizzle out. Because of the era we are into now. They will fizzle out. That is why we want every company, just like SWIFTtrip, to include the PYC. What does PYC stand for? Pay your customer. Why? Because it is a customer that generates profits for you. Without the customers, you won't earn a dime, a penny, you won't earn it. So it is this customer that comes together to make sure you are a success, to make sure your company is a success. That is why you have to include the PYC. That's what SWIFTtrip is doing. Pay your customer, because we all are profit generators. Now, where are we as a shareholder? Sorry, where are we as a company? Most persons don't know where we are. Some persons will be like, okay, I've been hearing SWIFTtrip since 2021, since 2022, now 2023, I'm still hearing SWIFTtrip. Where are we? Should I shock you? We are still at the vision stage. And right now, it's even quite easy. Very, very easy. Why am I saying this? Okay, I'm sorry, before I proceed, are there shareholders in the house? Yes. I want someone who has data. I want you to log into your app and tell us how many subscribers we have in SWIFTtrip. I want somebody from this side to log into his or her app and tell us how many we have in SWIFTtrip. And also somebody from this side. They are shareholders, I believe. They are shareholders. Please tell us how many persons, how many subscribers we have in SWIFTtrip. We are still at the vision stage. And it takes those who deliberately decided to be foolish like me to be a shareholder in SWIFTtrip. It's a deliberate decision. It only takes, okay, how many, sir?
We have 2,000. Good afternoon, everyone. We have 2,369 shares with us.
2,350. Can you please put your hands together? Sir, please, how many are we?
We have 2,369.
2,000 what, sorry? 369 shareholders. We are very transparent. And to those of us that are yet to be shareholders, by the time you own your own percentage slot, by the time you own your own percentage slot, you will see all of these things. We are very transparent. We are not hiding anything. Like I said, it's quite easier now. When we started earlier on, we'll just wake up one morning and say, okay, I'll get a call. Okay, let's go prospect. Let's go talk to people about SWIFTtrip. Then we just get our clothes, board a public vehicle, and go to our point, used to be Rumola. Then after prospecting to people, do you know what? We will go by, let's say at 9 and come back at 5. After talking to people, do you know the questions they keep asking us? Where is your office? Where is your website? Do you have a website so we can check it out? Do you have an app? And the answer to all of these things is no. No, we have none of these things. Now, compared to now that it's, like I said, it's quite easier now. Now you have an office, you are receiving AC. Of course, that's true. You have money, you are receiving AC, you have a website that any person you talk to about SWIFTtrip can go there and browse. You have an app, a crowdfunding app that is functioning. If you live here today without being a shareholder in SWIFTtrip, just know say the juju wey dey hold you for your family is strong. Can you hear me? Now, like I said earlier on, we are still at the vision stage. And do you know that, okay, to those of us that are here, most of us, I want to say this because most of us are visionaries. In case you are here, I believe most of us have vision. Majority of us have vision. In case you are here and you have a vision, and it seems like only that your vision seems as if only you can pilot that vision. Mommy, daddy, brother, sister, should I tell you something? That is not a vision, you're just glancing. A vision should be bigger than you. That's the reason why we are here. The CEO is soliciting for shareholders from the east, west, north, and southern parts of the world. Your vision should be bigger than you. Even the Bible recognizes it. That's what the Bible says. Where there is no vision, the people perish. Now, let's look at this. The Bible does not say where there is no vision, the person perish. But rather, it says the people perish. Which simply means people need to come together for that vision to be a success. The Bible also says in Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2 to 3, it said, write what? It said, write your vision. Make it what? And those that see it will do what? Run with it. That is why we are soliciting for shareholders. This vision is way bigger, far bigger than the CEO himself. That him alone cannot pilot it. Now you are here, you have an opportunity to be a shareholder. Please do not take it for granted. The person who invited you to this place, the person not just like you, the person loves you. Capital letter LOVE. The person loves you. Now, why do we need shareholders? We need shareholders for the development of the Nigerian Airways, or SWIFTtrip Nigerian Airways. Now, we are dealing on mobility. I don't know if I made mention of that. We are dealing on mobility, and we have two kinds of mobility we are dealing on. We have the Uber kind of transportation, which is the road transportation, the e-taxi, and the aviation. I want to talk about aviation, talk about flight. These are the two kinds of mobility services we are rendering, or we will be rendering. The aviation and the e-taxi. Now, the reason why we need shareholders is for the development of our Nigerian Airways, and also to build our administrative offices in every state we step our feet into. When I mean every state, whatever state we are stepping our feet, we'll make sure we build. We won't have any liability. No, we'll create an asset in that state. Can somebody hear me? Today in Port Harcourt, we might be in a rented apartment. We might be in a rented apartment, but should I show you? Tomorrow, we will build our own headquarters office in this place. See that? I said we will be building our own headquarters in Port Harcourt. You are privileged to find yourself in a global project. What we are building is global. Like I said earlier, we won't be ending in Naira. That's, please, all shareholders in the house and intending shareholders, please put your hands together for this. Why am I saying this? You're building something that you will earn globally in dollars. So if Nigerian currency devaluates, it does not concern, it does not perturb you in any way. But then we still have to be considered, because not every person will be a shareholder in SWIFTtrip. And not every person will be a user in SWIFTtrip. But our aim is to cover the whole world. There's people that will be reluctant. Very wise people. It's better to be deliberately foolish, that people will envy you, than for you to be very wise and your children will say, Papa, I regret knowing you, Mama, I regret knowing you. That you heard about this opportunity while it's still at the vision stage and you neglected it. What is 15,000 naira? 15,000 naira you're seeing today now. By the time SWIFTtrip expand, you'll be very sure that 15,000 naira will be what you'll be giving to your children. I mean, in the future for snack. Snack's money. 1,000 naira today. Can you compare it? Can you compare 1,000 naira before to 1,000 now? No. That's the power of what we are building. And also for the launch of, we are also soliciting for shareholders for the launch of the business arm in the United Kingdom and Nigeria simultaneously. Like I said earlier, the project or this vision you are engaged with is a mighty one, a global vision. We are not doing a local vision, it is a global vision that will change not just your life, but the life of 90 or 95% people in the world. Can you please put your hands together for SWIFTtrip? If you're clapping, please clap very well. Without any further ado, because if you want me to talk about SWIFTtrip, I will talk about SWIFTtrip from now till I won't get tired. I'm not sure I'll get tired. Even in I am the youth president of my church, but then when I go to church, I say, please leave favor. Everything they think and SWIFTtrip. If I want to say now, my youth president is the youth president of my church now, because I've delegated all the duties to him. So if you let me talk about SWIFTtrip, I won't finish. So with a round of applause, I want you to help me make welcome a reputable shareholder, an able shareholder. See, once you see this man, once you come to this office, anytime you come to this office, you must take flight to go prospective people. Please, with a round of applause, a clapping ovation, let me make welcome Mr. Morgan.
Amen. So we will understand what amen. All right, let's like I was actually mentioned my name is Morgan. For most of you that knows me, and I want to appreciate you for coming. Please let me tell you, you are welcome. If you're proud to be a shareholder in SWIFTtrip, please tell your neighbor they are very much welcome. Let me tell you, this is very important to understand what you're already into. This is going to be a blessing to you in the future. Please, we are not here to waste your time. We are not here to waste your time. You know, I was telling somebody something this morning. I said, please, we need to believe in the process. Is somebody hearing me? We need to believe what? In a process. We're in a generation where people, they want it to suppose if it's not happening now, they won't be part of it. And that's why a lot of us are losing money every second. As a matter of fact, a few minutes ago, somebody told me that one platform where they put in money has just gone. The reason why it will go because the people who invested there are all looking for immediate gratification. Just now. If it's not going to pay now. So if you are not part of the builders, let me tell you the truth. Whatever you don't get involved in building, you will not be part of the people that will earn it. Is someone hearing me? Please be part of those who believe in the process. If you don't believe in process, forget about success. Is someone hearing me? Yes, sir. Because there are people who will come here and at the moment all they need is just when are they launching? If they don't launch, I will be part of it. And like CEO always said, if you there are people, or for instance, that which is not working, there are people who also make it to work. Is that true? Now, whatever is working now, there are people who made it to work. So if you don't want to be part of those who made it to work, you are not going to be part of those who also want. Be part of those who earn when it starts working. Now, this afternoon I was opportune to, because we are going to go straight to what I have to offer at this very point. Of course, looking at what our core services. The structure of this SWIFTtrip is something I've never seen anywhere. I am telling you the truth. If you understand blockchain, you understand what I'm talking about. There was a man I met this morning that was coming. When I was telling him about SWIFTtrip and what it has to offer, the man says why he would so much love to be part of it because it's on blockchain. Please hear me and hear me too well. If you are a young man here, please believe in the blockchain technology. If you don't participate in blockchain, I'm telling you, you'll walk out through your life. Your blockchain is going to offer you something that while you are sleeping, you're making money without stress. You wake up in the morning, you check your wallet, you see maximum cash dropping every second, every minute. without you working for it. But if you don't believe in blockchain technology, I'm telling you, you will work all through your life. A time is going to come when you will be so strong or probably so weak that you no longer have the time, the strength to work. So the best you can do now is to identify with what this opportunity. Now, if I ask you, what do I need to buy shares? Buy shares. Sometimes it's much as if, because we are used to those days that company says come and buy share and be a shareholder, probably in oil company or probably in Coca-Cola, in bank, and some many of you here must have been able to get something like that before they start. Now, if you check the way they operate manually. Are you aware?
Yes, sir. Yes.
The moment you buy shares, they take down your name, take down the number of shares, the volume you bought. Now, at every quarter, they are doing what? They are calculating to know how much you have been able to accumulate. At the end of the day, they will just call you on and then write the check and give to you to go and cash out, probably quarterly. That's a manual and analog way of what? Buying shares. But what we're talking about is on the blockchain, which has to do with what? Echo chain. Every moment anything happens in this system, what happens? You ask. Now, the core vision is because one of the major reasons why I came into this platform is this. We've been marketing so many products, so many opportunities, so many platforms, and at the end of the day, we end up being enemies. How many of you have become enemies because you introduce your brother, your sister, or anybody you know into one platform that has just taken the money? You end up becoming enemies. Sometimes when you're trying to chat them up concerning another project, what happens? They will not even give you attention, they will snap you. Now, when I came in contact with that, I told myself, this is something I've never seen anywhere. I am telling you, if you understand the confusion and what this suit you have on ground, you won't joke with it. Now, how many of you know about no boats? Boat has only one service. What is the service? They have e-taxi, and that's the only thing they have there. So the moment you just book a ride, it takes you to your destination, that ends. But at this very point in time, SWIFTtrip is having what? Aviation. What is aviation? What? Aircraft. That is booking of flight. That means you are part of the person that will be earning from this system. The moment somebody somewhere, somebody don't know, from any part of the world booking flights, you're earning.
Yes, sir.
Who wants to participate in that? I know somebody may be doubting what we're saying. That somebody somewhere is booking flight and you're earning. Now, e-taxi, e-commerce, logistics. Now, what am I saying? That e-taxi has to do with the one you know both, you know. Now, in the same app, you are doing the same. You are booking flight. In the same app, you are booking what? Rides, which is e-taxi. In the same flight, in the same app, you are buying and selling. For most of you that have products to sell, this is an opportunity for you to market what you have. You can sample your goods. Even when you don't have goods, you can be selling goods. Is someone get what I'm saying? It's not just only aviation, not only e-taxi. You can also sample your products. At that same point, while you sample your product, somebody somewhere is buying. And as a shareholder you're making money each time anybody buys anything in the app. And as the person purchases anything, the company has logistic department that will do what? Deliver whatever you buy as a buyer. Is somebody hearing me? So the system has a lot to offer. That was why somebody got to know about this. There was, I think people told me about it, that there was a CEO somewhere in one of the companies that got to know about this. And when they were able to explain all this, the man said, "Can you say this idea to us?" The man saw something massive. And the CEO said, "No. Because if I'm a kind of person that want immediate gratification, what happened? I will set it up and then probably I don't need to get you involved. You have actually collected the money, walk away, and somebody will be a pioneer. Probably a person will now do it alone. You won't be part of it. Let me tell you, it's a privilege. Tell your neighbor, it's a privilege to be a shareholder here. You will not understand. It's a very big privilege. In the next 5 years from now, you understand what I'm saying. That's why if you can capture my face, please capture. Because a time is going to come, you say this person said, I was privileged to be a shareholder. I am telling you, a time is going to come in the next 5 years from now, what will be dropping in your account, you won't even exhaust it. You'll be looking for how to run charity organization. In fact, that's just what I want to start dreaming from today. Tell your neighbor, please go into dreaming on how to establish what? Charity organization. Because that's what will definitely dream, whether you like it or not. Like my brother says something, says, even if you now, like there are people that the witch in their family would never want to be part of this, but I tell you, it's a very good opportunity. Just step in. Those powers in your home will no longer keep you backward. There are people that there are powers in their home that says you can't cross this level. You can't be financially free. You cannot be buoyant all your life. There are families like that, but I tell you, the moment you are taking position here, those forces, I tell you, no matter how they gang up, they can't stop your earnings in blockchain. In some way, they have limited time. They have God. They have the power to stop you from earning, because the moment what happened, I book a ride and I make a payment to the driver, automatically everybody ends. By the time CEO comes aboard, we have to explain to you the percentages, what you're going to earn and what you stand to gain as a shareholder. But it's very important you make up your mind to be part of this. For most of us are just coming for the first time. Please don't leave here and start analyzing. There was someone that called me from Cross River when I told her that SWIFTtrip is looking for 2.4 million, shareholders, and they must be Nigerians. Are you aware of that? Yeah. The CEO says this is a mandate, this is a vision. God told him never to allow anybody outside the country to be part of it, except the person is a Nigerian staying in that country. But this opportunity is given to who? The Nigerians to be part of this. No, it's quite unfortunate. Some persons who are Nigerians will also miss the opportunity because they want to analyze. The lady was telling me, have you been able to calculate 15,000 times 2.4 million? Say, are you sure somebody not from the world? I say, come on, that's why you are myopic. Because your 15K, do you think it will build the airways? Your 15K, check whatever your 15K must have done in this office. Very little. But I can show you, because we are much in number, what happened? We are going to build it. It must happen. Tell your neighbor it must happen. There's one language that here I don't joke with here, and I'm sure none of you also joke with that. CEO has always said, every shareholder is what? Can you echo it?
Trillion.
You say every shareholder is what? You what? A trillion. But somebody's doubting it. It's possible. It's possible. Now, before I round up, Coca-Cola, a man was offered an opportunity to be a shareholder. Most time, to be a shareholder is an opportunity. Most time, it doesn't come to everybody. Are you aware? This should true. Not everybody are aware of it. It's only those who are close to you. And that's why the CEO says the advertisement will be done by the shareholders, so that you participate in the earnings. Because if he was to go to air to do the adverts, this advert amount will get you. Are you aware? By now, we have gotten the number we're looking for. But the company says we need to get you involved, so that anytime you're able to talk to anybody about this, the advertisement bonus will be given to you. Now, I want to know that it is a privilege that there are people that will not know about this until we launch. Are you aware? If you are aware now, please don't play with this. If you are aware, because a time is going to come, so a person will want to come in when we are launched. And the CEO says something. He said, the moment we launch, this your 50K will become what? 64 million naira. Except you, if you're waiting for the launching day, please go and accumulate 64 million. Because it will no longer be accessible, it will no longer be affordable for the normal man. The rich will take over. That's the truth. Now, the man that was offered an opportunity some years back, when Naira was even bigger than dollar, $10 when Coca-Cola was selling shares. The man said they would eat his money. Very analytic, very myopic in mindset. He's the kind of person that he wants to calculate. He was like, they want to eat my money, and at the end of the day, the Coca-Cola is standing today. The same thing will happen to the SWIFTtrip. Those who are saying, let's watch until when they are about to launch. Your 15K, that moment, you know, most time when we say, I'm not going to pay now, something will collect that 15K immediately. Are you aware? Just keep your 15,000 and the next few minutes, something is calling on it. Just pass through all you mean. Everything they are selling there is telling you, buy me, buy me, buy me. Even if you take $1 billion into all you need, it will swallow it. So 15K, somebody analyzing and you're calculating 2.4 million, that means you're going to give it to one man. I tell you, you will never be part of this. Because I so much believe in the process. I've said it earlier before I draw a conclusion. I said this. If you don't want to believe in the process, success will be very far from you. I am privileged to be among those who are building this project. And likewise, I know, but at the end of the day, the dividends will be yours. The dividends will be yours. The profit will be yours. I want to encourage you, please don't keep it to yourself. If you want to beg your neighbor, beg them. Please tell them, don't play with this. You know why I say so? Because the time is going to come. They will echo it back that, they even begged me when I joined. So you have done your part. Don't just say it casually. Come and buy shares. No. Let them understand what they stand to gain. The time is coming when we will no longer have strength enough to work, to do normal jobs. Last time I said it there, I said our parents, many of them are going through a lot of hunger strike. The reason because such opportunity we have come across today came their way. Are you aware? They walk away. There are times when I'm talking to some persons, it was like they don't understand it. Last time I said something, I was sharing with people. I said I took time and I was explaining to a woman, very young lady. I took time to explain to her what she stand to gain in the future with 15K. The woman was smiling. I was really excited, thinking I was convincing somebody. smiling. I said, thank God, this one is understanding what I'm saying. Do you know when I was done? She was giving my flyer back. She said, I'm not interested. I said, no, let me, don't worry, just waste my time. There are people like that. They are everywhere. But let me tell you the truth. This vision is not for everybody. This project, I'm telling the truth, that's what I've understood, and that's why I'm not angry when people are saying no. Please don't be offended. Your brother may say no, your friends may say no, that's your best friend. I'm telling you, man, say no to this. Don't be angry with them. This vision is not for everybody. There are certain people that this was meant for. Each time God on a presentation, bless certain people, that God chooses the people that benefit from that opportunity, not everybody. So please, if you are part of it and you are crazy with it, earning your bonus every day, I'm telling you, that simply means you are part of people, men and women that must build this vision. And it's about to commence by God's grace. And any more for that, it's about to commence. Now we're talking about the number, before you blink up, what will happen? It will kick us. Now let's go to all right. Now this very point, SWIFTtrip is offering what? How many percentage? 5%. To what? To its shareholders. Am I talking to shareholders here? Yes. What is SWIFTtrip offering to you? 5% of every profit made. What is that talking about? Every time someone book flight. If someone book flight, somebody book taxi, and the person makes any payment, any amount he makes as well, payment is what? 100%. And what comes to you is what? The driver who is the owner of the car takes 80%. That tells you that this project, the company is not even greedy in any way. I'm telling the truth. Starting from the bonus, you observe that even the bonus you are getting is something good. That tells you that you have something good in that will definitely come to you here. Now, the driver takes 80%, because even other over they are 75%, and the driver that carried me, I was going to say 77%. They just increased it, probably because of fuel issue. Now 7% goes to them. Now this one, 80% goes to the driver, whether the aviation, the pilot, and then the 5%, the 10% goes to where? The company. Why the 5% comes to you and I who are shareholders for life. Remember, your dividends here is for life. Now let me tell you this. There's no time a company will just wake up one and say, shareholder, please, we are done with you, you can go. Are you aware? A shareholder is the owner of the company. Are you aware? So when I say you're the owner, please, that's why, please, when you're coming, you can look like us. Dress the way we dress. Be proud of SWIFTtrip, because that's your company. If anyone asks me, where do you work? I work with SWIFTtrip. We're the owner of SWIFTtrip. Please be boldly safe. Don't hide from anybody. And I'm telling you, it will make you proud. Tell somebody to make you proud.
Make you proud.
Now, the company is giving you 5%. And also, when is it going to launch? At the sale of all 3% shares, the moment 3% is sold, the launching commences. And that moment, the moment the launching commences, what happens? Your earnings will be coming every milliseconds, not in every seconds. How do everyone end that way? Because many of us are used to monthly cycle. Every month, 25th, 27th. Sometimes when it passes that time, you are bored, you are angry. And before it comes to you, you already owing. Are you aware? There are people that eat their salary that same day. That same day. When it comes, it's gone. You can never step out of indebtedness. It's not possible. Because the moment you eat it, what happens? You start owing Mama, Mama, Angela, Mama. Because that's where, we find ourselves. But I tell you, a time is going to come. Every millisecond you're ending. Hello. I'm not going to end that way. Every millisecond. Now I'm counting a day. I will just log into my app. I will see 250 times. The next few seconds I log in 500 times. The next 1 hour I log in. I'm seeing 1.2 million. The next that's how it will work. You know why? Because the launch is not going to happen only in Nigeria. It will happen in other parts of the country, whereby you're sleeping here. Work is going on there on your behalf. Wow. You wake up in the morning, you're seeing 2.3 million. Just log out and log in again. What you see? 2.8. That is how it will play. That's what I saw. I saw it. If you don't see the way I see it, I'm telling you, you won't benefit from it. That was why I became so crazy with it. I told myself I would be, in fact, this is where, if there's anything I must market in my life, outside Christ, this one, I won't play with it. This one. I have other projects I'm into, I cannot mention them, but the truth that this one, I can't leave you without telling you. I'm always with my flyers at my back. I just drop it now. Everywhere I go, it's all at the back. God, please, that's what I want to show you. And because I saw what I couldn't see in other projects, we have lost a lot. I don't know about you. Yeah. Even the ones I thought they would never go, they went. That's what they call QZ. If you know about it, if they told that one has gone, you will not know that nothing online will stay. I am telling you. So, if you have gone through that experience, please don't play with profit sharing. Profit what? Sharing. Percentage. Now, I'm drawing conclusion here by God's grace. Obasanjo, you know him. Every time you subscribe, what happened? Do you know MTN was to pay him outright? Off. Because it was the one that brought them in, and they were to pay him so that when they start operation, Obasanjo will no longer participate in the profit sharing. But he told them, no matter how much you're going to give, I'm not interested. I'm only interested in percentage. It may be cover. But it's more profitable than outright payment. Thank you very much. At this very point in time, I want to welcome our CEO. Just keep clapping.
Thank you so much, sir. you so much. Thanks to the shareholders, able shareholders in the house. A round of applause for yourselves. Thank you so much. Please make yourself comfortable. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. It's amazing and it's incredible what we can accomplish when we decide to be foolish and we come together to accomplish something that the world, your child, will call you blessed. Do you get it? See, just like my people said, this is not something that a person can sit to analyze. Where they are sitting to analyze this, it can be called paralysis. Do you get it? It can turn into what? Paralysis. Meaning they are there analyzing. They won't get up from that seat and the 2.4 million stock is gone. And when they are done saying, I now understand it, I want to be part of it, we say, it is on ground. I don't know if you've been in any project online and they tell you this is the limit of the people we need. Have you? I don't know. This, let me use an instance of Skyway. That's one transportation project I know out there. All they are saying is people coming. How many shares did they sell? What's the volume? What's the limit? Next thing, I think I've heard so many persons they say, I've been part of something like we pursued a project, they could not launch it. And I say, if they could not launch it, that was not Honorable Richard Zinadi. That was not SWIFTtrip. You've not done anything like SWIFTtrip. So, don't compare SWIFTtrip to anything out there. This is a project that it's done already. All we need is just follow process. We must follow the process. Have we started paying? SWIFTtrip will start paying when it launch. Okay, no problem. I will see you when it launch. No, see you when it launch. That time you cannot be part. You can't own it. You will come in free and you become a customer. That's it. What the people that doubt us now know. That's why the project, I don't know the wisdom God just gave to us. Everybody will still partake from it. The people who you tell now, later, just tell them SWIFTtrip has launched. They will still download the app for free. Now, nobody will tell them, we need 50K. We need certain amount of money for you to own the profit share account of SWIFTtrip. No, download it now for free. And they will download it. They will still make hundreds of millions out of it. Thank you so much, everyone, and I appreciate you. I'm Honorable Richard Zinadi, the founder and the CEO of SWIFTtrip, and thank you so much. I'm from Enugu State and based in Port Harcourt City. So, really awesome. These are a team of developers. We call them Innovate Web Solutions, United Arab Emirates. That's where they are. If you go there, if you see what these people are doing with transportation, it's not that people can't make use of Nigerian developers. But the fact is, Nigerians know how to develop. These white guys, they know how to develop. But the fact, what the difference here is exposure. Exposure. It's different. Different. I do say, country where they carry light, they take light steady. And a country where they know they take light. Just entering there, you are exposed. True of us. Oh God. This country, God help us. Alright, now we say how customers benefit. My presenters have said everything I want to say. So if I'm not careful, I'll start repeating what they've said. So I have to be very careful. I will use the slide. I don't normally go with slide, but now I have to do trust the slide to guide me, ensuring I don't repeat what you said. Now, they've already talked about this slide, but I will now explain, showing it to you vividly, the percentage structure of SWIFTtrip. The percentage structure of SWIFTtrip. Now, you know this thing they talk about shares, say own share, and they call them shareholders. A woman called me one day and said, big tax, you know ESPN? How many of you heard of ESPN? ESPN. How many years ago? Now I reached 2 years. Up to 2 years. Then she called me and said, be a shareholder in ESPN. I said, wow, the name sounds very good, and I like being a shareholder in the company. So please explain, educate me about ESPN. After the summary of everything she said, I understood that I will sit down and I'm watching sports. And when I look to my back office, money is dropping. I said, madam, keep it. It's a scam. She said, how will you? Very angry because she talked about 1 hour, not with one WhatsApp call. The recall that she was pouring airtime 1 hour before she allowed me to express. And the only thing I said, madam, keep the sign. Why did you allow me? I said, if I was talking and I refused to allow you to explain, you would think I don't want it. But I have listened to you. He said, why will you call it a scam? I said, people are rushing crowd into ESPN and you are here calling it a scam. I said, madam, it's not about the crowd, it's about what they are doing. Are you telling me that I will sit down and I am watching sports in my old age and I'm making money? Will this thing last today? Can I die and I pass this on to my child? Is it possible? She was looking at me, or she was listening to me. I said, madam, give it a few months, you won't see it again. Where's ESPN now? You say you know ESPN. Where are they? Thank you. See, shareholders means you are taking profit of that business. It's not something they say it's there and it's paying. Come and be a shareholder. It's a lie. It's not shares. Understand this. That name has been abused. Shares means, aside of everything the company will do, the one that belongs to the company, they now say, okay, from this one that we own, take this. That is yours. That is shares. So this slide should explain it to you. When a passenger and a driver meets, the person who rendered that service, the driver, must get its own, and the company must not touch it. Now, in Uber, have you made use of Uber or Bolt? Do you earn? Do they pay you? Do they pay you? Don't earn anything. They can pay you if they want to pay you. It won't shake them. When we were bringing this whole thing together, I did an analysis in 2018, Uber's profit. I just deliberately took 2% out of the billions of dollars made that year. And I think as if I distributed it back to the community of 180 million users. Hear me. That was $522 million. That if Uber took just that and gave it back to the community, do you know how many lives would be permanently elevated from poverty? Every person in that community will have earned about $3 million, and it will not shake the company. Now on SWIFTtrip, first of its kind, just like the presenter said, we're introducing the BYC. We're not doing this by error or trials. No, we're doing it by understanding of the era that we are. What is that era? Companies are no longer the employers of people. Companies are not the profit generator. Do you see profit generator on this? Can you see the profit generator here? Have you seen the profit generator? Yeah. I don't need to even point it, you know. You've seen it, right? The customers are the profit generator. They are the one employing. They employ that company. The day you say, or everybody say, we're not going to patronize Uber, will Uber patronize itself? Can they make profit? In this era, companies that will render good services, I mean quality services, but will sideline the employers. The CEO earns, the shareholders earns, the staffs. Here I would put the staffs as the drivers and as the merchants. In SWIFTtrip, if you know the Gigi, the merchants are the sellers. If those are the persons who are earning, and the customers, the buyers and the passengers are not earning, the day those passengers find where they are paid, guess what? Now I tell you, if you make use of Uber, I want to explain with life scenarios. If you make use of Uber to the office, and you're coming back in the evening. If you make use of both coming back to the house, do you feel any pain? Do you feel anything? No. If you take Uber and he tells you you are about to go to 3 places and you got to the first place, as you come back to the car, the driver said, please, turn off your data. Now let's move. Let's just go. I will drop you. Then you give me whatever as we negotiate. Do you feel it? Do you say no? Why? Because you have no business with the company. If not the service they render to you. But in SWIFTtrip, this is what will happen. By the time passengers are being paid in this app, the person goes to office with with SWIFTtrip. Coming back, there was something somehow that made you not to have access to a driver in SWIFTtrip. And then the only option was to go make use of another e-taxi company that doesn't pay you. What will happen? It will pay you. Why? You're about to just give that money away. Nothing comes back to you. In SWIFTtrip, if a driver suggests to you, hey, turn the data off so that I will take you there, what will happen? You agree? No. We have just successfully ended that thing they call boycott services. No e-taxi company has done this worldwide. Boycott services. It is one of the things draining the companies of their entitled profits. Because the drivers will just sideline. Once it goes off, they can do any business without person and the company will not have it. But if you allow them to turn it off in SWIFTtrip, it means that your 2% is not coming back to you. So you don't agree. Why? Profit sharing has checkmated that. So in this era, companies that will just render services to the people and then put only the CEO, the staff, the shareholders on payroll, but the company, the employers of that company are sidelined. They will pay with the loss of the privilege to serve the people. Like in the past, companies with poor services, they pay severely with the loss of the privilege to serve the people. So, in SWIFTtrip, whatever amount this person pays, we consider it as 100%. This is the whole picture of SWIFTtrip on the e-taxi services. Then, take note, we are not the service providers. The presenter explained SWIFTtrip as a decentralized mobility and commerce service providing business. Take note, we are not the service providers. Where we are the service provider, let me show you. This thing I'm using to present, you have it, you can get it on the group. This is where we are service providers. On the aviation, this echo chain is attached to the 4 services of SWIFTtrip. That is the aviation, the product purchase, the e-commerce, the product delivery, that is the logistics, and then the e-taxi. When I explain this e-taxi, just take off the slide, watch how you understand it. All right, we are the platform providers. The presenters have said it. What we're doing, we're not coming to render service. We're coming to own a platform. Take for instance, I don't know if he explained this. If let's use an instance of an office building, maybe a skyscraper containing about 10 floors, and that thing belongs to a man. People have rented this apartment. Now they pay money to that landlord who owns it. For that landlord to make money from that his platform, that building, are you imagining with me? Do he need to own an office in that building? If a person parks out, is it the end of that office? Somebody parks in the end. So when we are telling you that man, he said, the first man, originally, he said, if you leave this place and somehow, some way, you did not become a shareholder of SWIFTtrip, what did he say? What did he talk? They're strong. A man said, I am no longer interested in this bit, I need my money back. I don't know which of the shareholders in the group replied him. It's like it's you. I don't know if you are the one that reply that. He say it's like you were asleep. He said, even like your village people, they sleep when you register. Are you one? Okay, you are not the one who said it. He said, like your village people, they sleep when you register. Because if they were awake, there is no way you would have registered. And thank God we said, in SWIFTtrip, the way we have designed it, you enter, you don't enter. I am blunt. People would say, I'm not here to pamper a person. Maybe like to sweet talk you. No. In SWIFTtrip, the moment you have paid it, you have paid it. You are following that vehicle. If you like any friend of yours tell you it's a scam, forget it. That man, he has been chat. I archived his chat. I archived it. I'm not interested. The day he will start earning from SWIFTtrip, guess what? He will be the most happiest man. True of us. So when we talk about profit share, now look at this. When this person pays 100%, we take 15%, 10% to the platform. When we talk about company, company is not a building. Company is the people who owns it. Company of friends. All right, so this 15%, the rest 5% from that is distributed to the shareholders. This is where you want to put yourself as an opportunity-inclined person. What does that mean? It means person that is able to see what others do not see. That is what it means to be opportunity inclined. If somebody is not letting people to distract you on this one, though, everybody moving out, they are shareholders. Don't let them distract you. If a shareholder is discussing with you now, tell him to wait. If you are already a shareholder, let me understand. So, if you are an opportunity-inclined person, this is where you want to position yourself. Above. So now, like I said, 15% to the company. So just see yourself in here as a shareholder. We have the note holder, we have the stakeholder. The stakeholders will reserve 2% to the stakeholders. The persons who come in 1 million to 64 million naira. And then the note holders, level 8, 15,000 naira. We reserve 3% of SWIFTtrip to them. The day we have sold 2.4 million, it's gone. Some persons are looking at this 2.4 million as big. Brothers and sisters, it's not big. Don't play with the power of communication. You see how our volume is increasing gradually. When we were 10, before we got to 20, it took like a month. When we were 20, before we got to 100, it took like 4 months. Now that was about like 7 months. When we were 100, before we got to 1,000, it was like 2 months. Are you seeing the ripple effect? When we were 1,000, before we got to 2,000, it was like that happened in 1 month, 3 weeks or thereabouts. You saw that rush? Because we're about to shift stage. You see this 15,000 we're talking about. And then we say, okay, let's move to $20,000 on the overhead. You will see. You will see still have 15,000 being very available. So please, now that we've not said that, as the dollar is going up, take note, it is getting more expensive for us to pay the developers with dollars. We pay with dollars, but not pay with naira. So every increase of that dollar, it's making what we want to accomplish more expensive. So the company now finally said, you're not too high, please increase. Don't think it's just for us to meet up. So now that it's still very affordable, grab it. So now you see why we say profit share. You own a share from what the company earns. The company reserves 15% and it shares 5% to the owners of the business, that's shareholders. So it has a limit. We're not just prospecting. Come. No. Once it gets to the peak 3%, it's closed. So you see how we put our customers on payroll. If you take a look at this, I want to show you something very important and tricky at the same time. 1% to the person who told this passenger about SWIFTtrip. You register a shareholder now. Please take note, every one of us today, we are customers. We are customers. At the same time, owners of the business. That's why we have a special seat. on this project. Customers, there's no person here who will say, I don't have need to move around. Is there any person like that? You make use of SWIFTtrip. This is a can't do without service. A can't do without services. Every person is important to them. Everyone buys or sells. Everyone moves around. Either you are the driver or you are the passenger. You must move. Even some shareholders among us will buy vehicles and put and get the driver to run it for them. Why? That's 80%. You would say? All right. Now, this is where we have placed our passengers. This is the echo chain. When we say this is a decentralized echo chain system, it is massive. It's innovative. It's crazily amazing. That's the word of fight. Crazily amazing. And again, please, do you know why companies crashes? These companies out there, you are wondering, is it not when they have more crowd, they are supposed to be stronger? Why is it that when they get the people, they fail? It's because of the promise. It's because of the promise. Put in this money, I will pay you social percentage. What are they doing? They are indebted to each customer. They are indebted to each investor coming in. Put the money, we'll pay you this percentage. They are getting indebted. As they get to 1 million customers, they grow weaker. They are indebted to a lot of people. When they become 2 million, when they become 5 million, you discover when they look at the pay lists or the payroll, now maybe in billions of those little percentage they are promised. Why do we need to pay these people? After all, whatever we built this project with, we have accumulated it. Why do we need to pay them? They zoom off. The larger they get, the weaker they become. If you're doing Ponzi, do it. That is because if I advise me no time, you still do it. It's the truth. If I say don't do it, you will still do it. So the best advice I can give you when you're doing it, no, do it with the mind that it will soon crash. Please. There's only one man that I've talked to. He said, I've been looking for things like this, but everything I see, when I study it, I know it will crash. But I just have to do it. I say, thank you, sir, for saying that kind of wisdom. It is not to be claiming that I never knew it will not crash. Why? Somebody promised you, come, put this money, I will pay you. And you never would ask, this today that I received that money, what did they do? How did they get it? The business moves successfully. Is it that the business is always booming, that they must always have this percentage to pay? When we talk about shares, it should be that you rise with the company and you fall with the company. That is true shares. In SWIFTtrip, the ownership here means that if we do not service a customer, nobody ends. If we service one person, everybody ends in one place. Nobody will say, you promised me 100 payments today from 100 people. So where's my 100 places? I'm only seeing one. No. One share means that as we service trillion people today, you earn a trillion places. So the business of the company after launch is how do we increase volume of patronages? Is somebody with me? Am I communicating? You see these people lined up here, don't ask, don't think it. How are they going to pay percentage? Percentage, don't play with it. It means that if this person pays 2,000 naira, this people earns 1% of that. This one earns 0.03%. Calculate everything here, it gives you 100%, which is the 2,000 naira. Perfectly distributed. So, when you share this information to somebody, just know the fact that you have talked to a customer. That person could happen to be a service provider in SWIFTtrip. And that means from every service the person renders on the platform, you are earning 1%, while you still go above here to earn your 0.0000125%. Is that clear? Maybe it's not clear. Let me show you again. Shareholders level. shareholders level. We have the level 1 to level 8. Now take a look at the ownership. That's what is important. It's not the money, it's the ownership. Level 1, what do you see? 0.05% ownership of the company. Level 2, 0.025%. Level 3, 0.010%. Take your time to calculate all of this when you get to it. Just play around with it. Then the notes, 0.0 in 5 places, 1 to 5%. That is what you are buying for 15,000 naira. Why? Why is it that affordable? Because it's at the vision stage. Just like the first presenter said, we're at the vision stage. By the time we're launching this project in Nigeria and in the United Kingdom, Liverpool to be precise, we will be tiling the runways of our airplane, the SWIFTtrip Airways. See, once we launch, get this clear. I don't call vague figures. The day I told my stakeholders in December 2022, this January 2023, January 1st, the base will be 1 million naira. Majority said, I have killed SWIFTtrip. The private chatted me, why would you announce this thing on group? Why? And SWIFTtrip died. Can you become a stakeholder without 1 million naira today? You can't. You can't. Now, I will not tell you that this note will be millions of naira. I will still give a very, how do I call this one? So the clear figure, 64 million naira. The same thing you buy for 15,000 naira. Now, by the time it has launched, people will buy it for 64 million naira. Does that make sense? Very foolish. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. True of us. I want an honest person. Isn't that very foolish? Very foolish. Thank you, sir. That's what he said. He said, but as the pioneer and the visionary, I see very clear. I see what others will not see. Now, I bring my boss to the SWIFTtrip office. Let's say, what do you mention that? Mr. Goldman, the leader. Mr. Goldman, the leader, is a very high-ranking politician. If he's a start-up politician in Nigeria, I won't take him there. I bring Mr. Emeka Goldman as maybe the next to Tinubu, and I said, sir, this is what we're building. You can see we just tie in the runways of our airplanes, and we have launched business in Nigeria already, and in the United Kingdom, Liverpool. If you book a trip now, a driver will come pick you. So that means if you become a shareholder now in SWIFTtrip, you start earning now, not just in Nigeria, in the United Kingdom, Liverpool. These two countries, we are running business there. And you can see the structures of the airports. Our planes will soon begin to come. Don't miss SWIFTtrip side. Do you think you won't be interested? Very interested. Now we are struggling though. We're struggling to paint the picture in your mind. That time, it is there. Where's the app? Alright, download it. Book a trip now. So we don't begin. So everything that we're saying has come to reality. And you take it with 15,000 naira. So he says, please, how much will I become part of it? How? I say 0.0000125% of the company is 64 million naira. Don't miss it. Register your family, and he will say to me, we are 5 in the home. Me, my wife, and 3 of us. The 3 babies. 5 of us. So 64 million times 5. How much is that? Press the calculator. He has the money. He will buy it. And he will ask me, please, can I get like 10 slots more? Can I? How much is 10? That is 640 million. He pays. You think that these billions we are looking for, you think it's hard? It's not hard to. Let's be frank. It's in somebody's safe. Not in bank. It's in somebody's safe. in an underground warehouse. It is there, packed up. Such persons come to this meeting and they hear 15,000 naira. We are playing. He will walk away. He will only say, okay, this one 64 million naira. But that's okay, but for putting this 15,000 naira, means that everybody coming into this now. Don't think I'm interested. He will walk out. No, true of us. It makes sense to them. So I tell you the truth. Once we that are poor, we gather. They say we are poor, right? That's why we. So we gather ourselves, and make you powerful, make you wealthy. That's what we're talking about. You need to see the picture. That time, no time to negotiate. That's why I know you are just a start-up. You don't have the billions. I'm not taking you there. Levels will change. You need to see me in 2021. You need to see me. Some people say, I get flesh or face. So handkerchief, I don't go anywhere without handkerchief. Every day when I get home, I must wash those two and make sure it dries. In fact, I have 4. So when you are trying, I carry the next one to go to the prospect. My PA said, we just wake up any time in the morning. No, not any time. We wake up every day and we move out. So handkerchief, when I get to the person's office that for that day, after trekking, once I am opportune to now talk with the boss, when the reception is going to call or tell the boss that somebody is waiting, I have taken one of the handkerchiefs, clean my shoe very well. Clean it because it's dusted. I've been dusty. I clean it. Then before I even come into the office, I have wiped my face very well. I don't have camera there, so I don't need to. Even if now I must have to clean it before I get to the office, because once I'm entering, the first thing it looks. I go under sun with suits. Why? To cover the sweat on my armpits. And then I don't make mistake to go to the market to buy a light color, maybe like this sky blue, but t-shirts. No, it must be dark color. So even if I've sweated, you can't see the mark. You understand this? So what am I? If I wanted to give up on this process, you would have been there. Today, we are not just having an office. We have a place we are going to refer to as a headquarters. Don't look at the empty seat though. This number here, if you come to the old office, we are already sweating. People are standing. Only 20 persons can sit comfortably. The rest people are standing. We look at them. No, this place cannot do that. Just give this movement in this large office now. Give it about 2 months. You will see it go. Chairs will be there. Chairs will be there. We are expanding. So please encourage every one of us. Become an able shareholder. That every Saturday we have meeting like this. Please, collectively, let's push you to bring some. If we all let everyone of us down, talk one person. Next Saturday, we come here together with those people. Here we overflow. Let's become able. This life we are living, it is not for chicken-hearted people. It is not for chicken-hearted. It is for lions. When life becomes easy for you, it seems as if there are some shareholders that cash out in this week over hundreds of thousands in this project. Advertisement bonus. They are sitting here and they are relaxing. No, there is no business, there is no salary that can. Now you decide your daily income.
Yes, sir.
You decide this. When life has become kind of easy for you, life did not become easy. You became tougher. You became stronger. Today I can't be trekking again, going to polish my shoe and or wipe it with use the other one to clean my face. Why? I became tougher. So if anybody thinks that life is easy, it is not. You see this thing I'm doing in the evening. I did a presentation 10 o'clock this morning online. By 8 o'clock, another will be holding. At times, I feel like resting. I feel like I'm tired. Let me rest today. But the shareholders in the house, it's the only day that I announce that I'm tired. Let's hold it. Every day, morning and evening, you see me there. Most shareholders, they pity me. It's now that I've seen that it's my nature. When I don't feel like doing it, that is when I should do it. If you are doing maybe SWIFTtrip and you're doing it only when you feel like in the mood, no. You can't be part of those that are cashing out the hundreds of thousands in SWIFTtrip at this vision stage. SWIFTtrip will make multi-millionaires before business launch. Shareholders are waiting, able shareholders are earning massive. Jenny, I'm happy to see you. You're welcome. It's been a while. I am Jenny with Cyril. Did you know Cyril? You know CHY? You know Cyril? You don't know Cyril? Yes. You know Cyril? Before it became CHY? Yes. And I'm here with me. I'm talking, I'm happy that she's here today. I called my leaders in CHY. I got a car with CHY. I said, if I can, the day I got to hear CHY, you need to see me. The next day, I listed a book. I carried a book. I moved in Rumola, no shop that doesn't know me in Rumola. I would enter transport, get to Rumola, begin to process from shop to shop. I come out from the shop, I enter the next shop. As I come out, I enter the next. Like that. Getting numbers. I said, I want a car in CHY. And then, when it failed, I wasn't seeing SWIFTtrip fail. When it failed, I said, man, anything that promises percentage, it will fizzle out. That was the last. You can remember, over about 4 or 5 years, that I have never said I am going into online business. People called me. Then, after that hit, because there was a way I arranged it where suddenly they freezed all my money, millions. Freezed it. Upgraded us to accounts where we don't beg them for. I just want to give you some story. It became like, what happened? Everything I planned, come. People called me, Honorable Richard, come, let's do this business, let's do this one. We know your strength in marketing. I said, enough is enough. If I be mumu the first one, I will not be a fool the second time. I said this. I told them, if I was a fool the first time, it is not my fault. If I am a fool the second time, it is my fault. It's what I said. I said, see, let us build something that is not just dependent on the online. Let's do something that is real. Where will you find? I said, we can build it. He said, please, it's because of anger or situation. That's why I'm talking it. That's why I'm talking it. Since then, you should imagine since then, that is when SWIFTtrip has been on the drawing board. No giving up. It was in 2021, finally, it got the shape whereby I can now tell a person that this is it. This is what I want to do. Come, let's do it. Then, no website. I said to myself, Father, if this vision is from you, SWIFTtrip will build itself. That's what I said. I'm not joking. I'm not trying to bet words. No. I said SWIFTtrip will build itself. You see the certificate, the CSC certificate, 2021 August. SWIFTtrip built it. It got it by itself. Talking. I spoke. Are you registered? Have you registered the company? No. We can register. Let's come together. We will raise the money. Okay, what about the website? No, we will get there. It's a gradual process. No website on this thing you're talking about. Okay, well, no problem. Now we'll get to it. We talk. If I tell you I understand how God has brought us here, I'm joking. It's a lie if I say I understand the process of how we convince people when we have no website. If you want to knock me out after that training, when I now sit with that boss, he will just say, okay, I see your number, just your number on the flyer. Here's the office address. Here's the website. You are talking about the blockchain, no website. It's in the vision stage, all of these things can be built. You say, all right, no problem, I'll get back to you. Who calls? Who gets back to you? SWIFTtrip, the same way it got its own headquarters. SWIFTtrip will build its airports. SWIFTtrip will build its e-taxi. It will build its e-commerce. It will build the logistic business. SWIFTtrip will go worldwide. Don't miss SWIFTtrip. So the most important part you want to know now. You've seen the 8 levels and you've seen 64 going to 15,000. I want to show you how this will benefit you, show you how 15,000 naira can profit you in the billions. But I said to you, SWIFTtrip will make you a trillionaire. And when I say this, I'm not talking in naira. A man listened to my YouTube video and he said, why will you say this one? He said, because of this, you said, I cannot be part of this project. See, a person's ignorance cannot make me to stop talking what I see clearly. A person's ignorance. So, let's do this. SWIFTtrip will make it through. Don't miss SWIFTtrip. Now we consider a trip whereby we have launched, just give me a imagination, and let's imagine SWIFTtrip has launched and we have accomplished 2.4 million shareholders. We launched in Nigeria, we launched in the United Kingdom. Now, a passenger met a driver in Nigeria and they paid 2,000 naira. 2,000 naira is like here, so we use 2,000 naira. Then, the question here is, how much would you earn as an owner of SWIFTtrip from 2,000 naira? Do you remember the volume of your shares? Do anybody remember it? The note holder, what's the volume? What? 0%? 2%? No. That is the collective, 3% the collective. As an individual in this, I'll just help you again, please. Don't forget this, okay? This is what we'll be calculating with. I know I didn't draw your attention to it. Look at it. 0.0000125%. I made it bold here. 0 in five places. 125%. So when I say volume of your shares, you calculate like that. Now, we'll draw our calculators. Let's calculate. Yeah, let's calculate, please. If you have a phone, it's time to calculate. Don't keep it, because if you go home, there's no way you can do it. It's very simple, but you will miss it. Alright, so are you there together with me? Do 2,000 naira times the volume of your shares. I will help those in the back as well. Alright. Are you saying it? 2,000 naira. Are you with me? Try it. You're not doing it? Alright, please. 2,000 naira times the volume of your shares. Did you get it? The volume is 0.0 in 5 places. 125%. Did you get it? Are you there, sir?
0.0025.
What do you get?
0.0025.
0.0025. Did you add percentage?
Okay,
Percentage. You see why I said let's calculate.
okay, then 0.0005.
Yes. That percentage is very important. And I'll put the percentage. Put the percentage here. Yes. Just add a percentage. Yes. We've not added the percentage.
0.4025.
25. Thank you. Add percentage. I want to help everybody to get it. Add percentage. You don't have percentage on your phone? Okay, so swipe like this. Swipe. There's a percentage. Add it. You got it now. Did you get it? Excellent. So you got it, sir. Add percentage. Swipe here. Percentage. Okay, remove the minus. You got it. But you missed 125. All right. Okay, help me with that. 125. 0.00025 kobo. So if I just said this without helping you calculate it, you will think, let's go and press on calculator. All right, so if you came into SWIFTtrip with 64 million naira and you own 0.05%, if you multiply that volume by 2,000 naira, it gives you how much? 1 naira. This is the power of shares. People will ask, if I come into SWIFTtrip and I put 15,000 naira, how much will I be earning? They are used to the Ponzi schemes. Yeah, they are used to the Ponzi. this is not in any way fixed or static. If a person pays 10,000 naira, if we calculate by 10,000 naira now, it will get another figure. If the person spends 50,000 naira at the end of all the trips, you get another figure. Your percentage is static, but what you earn is flexible. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. I'm trying to ensure that each is understood. So I want to show you how copper becomes billions, trillions. Copper. We're using our language, that's copper. Maybe next minute I will tell you how we actually earn in dollars. We don't earn. Bonus is true. You don't earn in naira. You earn in dollars. This is a blockchain project. Maybe if you join our live meetings, I could be in the mood to talk about that. Alright, so I can go through this per day analysis, but if I've explained the first slide very well, you already understand that you can do it yourself. So let's keep the per and see where we could be in 5 years from now. 5 years from now, SWIFTtrip has performed thousands of trillions of transactions. Understand it's a platform. These thousands of trillions, it's not done by one person. It's not done by the shareholders. It is done in every country wherever people have access to SWIFTtrip. They register as service providers. Everybody makes money. You make money while you sleep because as you are sleeping, there is someone in his noonday, a service provider on your platform, working, earning, paying you. In Nigeria, we have 200 and something million, but I tell you, hundreds of millions will not hear about this. We will launch and start talking about customers. People will just hear it, and they will never know the process of which it was built. When you're passing along the road and you see a big tree, it's the only person who planted it that can tell you the years they waited. You will just think it's there. Beautiful tree, true of us. That's why some people can easily cut down tree because they never experienced the years it took to build it. Alright, so now this is a very powerful illustration. We want to do the worst case scenario. The worst case scenario. The fact is, in years to come, we're talking about trillions and trillions and trillions and trillions of transactions done. Please take note, I am not talking about the aviation. I kept the e-taxi aside. Sorry, the e-commerce. And I kept the logistics aside. We're just dealing with the e-taxi. Drivers and passengers. Okay, let's do a worst case scenario. Trillions of trips in the tens of trillions. So if we do 50% of that, we're talking about 50 trillion trips. Very minute compared to what we've done. So can somebody calculate this? 50 trillion. We'll stick to 2,000 naira per trip. We think per trip 2,000 naira. So let's say the 2,000 naira has grown in volume. The first presenter made us understand that Oba Sancho, a shareholder in MTN, every recharge card is earning. And people know what a system is. System means replicating the same thing over and over and over and over again effortlessly. A keke driver is repeating the same process every day, making money with his manpower, with effort. Do you get this one? A system means you are replicating that same thing he's doing, but you're doing it effortlessly because you have people doing it for you. Don't mix a system. As you recharge your data to end, it will finish, your data will expire, or passage will end. That is replicating the same system, the same thing over and over in millions and trillion folds effortlessly. The people will pay the price to buy the recharge card, but they who have built it, they earn it. Alright, so 50 trillion trips, are we there? 50. 12 zeros, that's 50 trillion. Are you there? Do this one. 50. Be comfortable in pressing big figures. I tell us, press big figures that your calculator is confused. You should be confused and you should pronounce it. Yes, you press yourself into that future. Yeah. Do you know that there are some persons where they see 50,000 naira, they fidget. Have you seen? I've seen 50,000, not over children, 50,000. This woman told me that, my God, I just got 50,000. It's like I wanted to vent. Then you can imagine that person, if that person press calculator, enter 200,000. That's the limit to stop. So, I want to let you know that when you share SWIFTtrip to a person and you tell the person that this will make you a trillionaire, I'm coming. Yes, 50 trillion times 2,000 naira. When you tell the person this will make you a trillionaire and the person says it is not possible, that is a person who has never pressed figures. But if you have seen a person who is pressing and pressing, that person don't know how this thing will happen. But when they see, they say, this is what I have been looking for. What do you get? 1.E17. Now your calculator is confused. No. You can't say that. You can't call that figure. Let me see. Okay, oh, you have already done it. She has calculated already. She has already done it. Thank you, it's correct. What did you calculate? It's 1.E17. Do you get? Yes, we said 50 trillion times 2,000 naira. Your calculator is confused. How do you convert it? So we can at least pronounce it. That's millions of trillions of naira. So 1.E17 times the volume of your shares. Very fast, madam. Zillion, right? You can't pronounce it. It's amazing. Alright, so multiply 1.E17 by the volume of the shares. 0.05, this is 125%. What did you get? 12 billion. No, you missed it. 1 billion 250 million. If you multiply the dealers, that is 50 trillion naira. I mean, worst case scenario. If you can see what we see, you become it. If you can't see it, we cannot help you. See what we see so that together we accomplish it. All right. I'm done. The presentation, I'm just going to show you something quickly. Very important. Look, I've shown you how 15,000 naira in the space of 5 years. What's the scenario? 1.25 billion done. So we say, should we look at trillion? And I will now show you the affiliate marketing plan very fast. It's so easy by itself. Just read it, you've already explained that. In SWIFTtrip, the shareholders have the privilege to sell the units. You sell the units, 2.4 million is the goal. Once you become a shareholder, you log into the app, you will see the milestone. Every one of us are collectively working to that milestone actively. You sell the units, you have just helped us to move towards it. So, on each unit that is sold, 4 shareholders are compensated. Do you get it? Don't be distracted. In every unit we sell, 4 shareholders are compensated. So, the direct 5,000 naira, indirect 500, level 3, 200, level 400 naira. So, every note that is activated, 15,000 naira, the company pays 5,800 on advertisement. So people say, it's not Pomsy. Why will you be looking for money to raise capital to build this? Are you still giving out on advertisements? We advertise on radio. We advertise on Facebook. If no shareholder advertise it, we will still advertise it and we will spend money on it. So while we are doing that, there are people around you, Mr. Emeka, that will never be able to reach without you. And if you do it, the company say you have advertised. That loss that has been taken will never sell it again. So the company says, take what you are entitled to, what we would have spent on radio, have it. If we will not spend on radio, 9,000 naira is what everybody will pay. 9,000 naira. If you calculate 9,000 naira times 2.4 million, that will give you 21.7 billion that the company wants, that needs to achieve this. So, if you calculate 5,800 times 2.4, you see that we are going to spend 13 billion on advertisement. Why people are saying, see, if we don't face the pain to build it, we'll face the pain later. life is in two phases: play and pain. Play and pain. So choose the position of your life you want to put it. In your youthfulness, if you face the pain, you think this thing is sweeting me. In evening now, I will eat pain. I decided to feel the pain. It is the sacrifice we have decided. After now, I will still talk to people in the night. Time to maybe talk to my wife, I will still be talking in meeting. It's a sacrifice. So we feel the pain while we are young, so that in our old age we can play. People when they play now, don't worry. In old age was not smart. Meditations, you need it. Hunger will come, will buy food, everything. If your child takes care of you, it is love. You look at your own self and how you relate to your father and your mother. Do you relate to them? People that have children, do you relate to them the way you relate to your child? The care, will you compare it? That is how they were concentrating on you, taking care of you, and their parents were there. The same way your child will grow up and focus on his own children, and you will now say they forget you. Feel the same. My child said, I give you 1 billion IQ. It is not your right. I should take care of you till I die. Let's wake up and tell ourselves, the child, he begged you to bring them. No. And you go bring them. Take them. Wake up and take care of him. If a child decides to give you, he decides. It's not a responsibility. Don't train that child and say, it's now your turn. It's now your turn. You do something that, if the child like, you are dead for the child always. And please, you have a child, register that child with SWIFTtrip. Yes, register that child. Register the child. So please don't go and start prospecting your wife so that you earn advert on her head. No, don't prospect your husband. Register them. Then sell the units to your friends out there. If they see it, fine. And we have the cash awards. When you have sold 50 notes, activated 50 notes, the company awards you extra. Apart from 5,000, you get 50,000. You sold 500 notes, the company compensates you with 1 million naira. You sold 5,000 notes, you've activated 5,000 notes, the company compensates you 10 million naira compared to all that you have earned. Will you earn 10 million and you're still a note holder? Upgrade your stakes. So we say, do not miss the SWIFTtrip profit share offer. The round of applause for me. Thank you so